Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome to my video once again. Today's video is going to be a conversation with my guest here, Tanya Bogatai. I decided to invite her since she has made an impact in my coaching career. She was the first person. It was in 2020. I connected to her via LinkedIn and have learned a lot from her continuous work in terms of coaching. She is from Slovenia and she is a leaders consultant and coach, speaker, moderator, and creator of Be Powerful and Free platform, where many powerful women have shared the stories. Even I got a chance to write a blog post article in her platform. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. Welcome. So I would like to welcome Tanya.
Hi, Barsha. Thank you so much. Well, it got me shivers. I remember how we connected as that, and it's memorable and also impactful for me. So thank you for having me today, and good day to everyone following your podcast.
Yes. I'm really grateful that you accepted my invitation, and I'm sure my audience and viewers are gonna learn a lot from you from today's talk. I'm sure. So I would like to start from what is coaching in your view and why you decided to be in coaching field?
Well, it's a beautiful profession. And it's a gift also for us coaches practicing coaching. For me, it's a way to empower people for their life, for whatever they go through, for how they want to show up, for really come, I don't know, sometimes out of the shell, sometimes rise up to the purpose that they have here to live, or just taking a responsibility, who we are, how we are showing up, who we can be for people around us, and taking good choices. So for me, coaching is inspiration, never ending exploration, what kind of impact it creates. I love it also with leadership. I came to coaching because I wanted to be a better leader. I wanted to be better in communicating with my team, with people that I encounter, work on myself. And I knew that will be one day my profession. But then I was, at that time I was working for the government of Slovenia, and I had leadership roles, and I knew I needed almost 10 years, or it was 10 years to have these experiences, and also decided to specialize in leadership coaching or working with leaders. And I just developed leadership with coaching also, because I do believe that it creates empowered leaders, empowered individuals, empowered teams. We can be strong individuals, but also strong together. And coaching provides this opportunity for learning, for taking good choices, decisions, and also responsibility. And all the time, it gives the opportunity that we can improve. Now I learn better, so I can do better. So I love that part. And when I meet with people as a coach, it's just something magical that happens, right? When we light up, when we feel ourselves, okay, I can be that, I can do that. That's me. With that, I can now impact so many, or I can create what I wish to put my energy into. That's, I would call it a gift, a free gift for us coaches, blessing. And I appreciate those moments, and also the process that I can witness transformations and of course achievement for people that I can support with.
Yes,
so I mean, that's in short. I can go on and on. Yes. But thank you. So yeah.
While we didn't have much interaction, but we had few. And from your one of your talk, I remember you said that like coaching is like learning for yourself in the beginning. I remember you saying coaching is first of all learning, and then serving by coaching. So I always remember it's always a learning process for me as well as a coach. So is there something in your life you wish to share with us about what inspires you to do what you are doing?
I think people. I love people. I like interacting, learning from people, interactions, relationships, co-creating, um, um, nature in a way as an analogy, how we can be more aligned with ourselves, and then just find better ways of being, living, creating, that I believe is the right way in a way. And we all have unique way to go about it. So for me, that's inspiration to find for a specific client, also for myself. And it's true, like you say, it's ongoing learning. I learn so much from my clients. And also everyone that I encounter, right? I do everything for empowerment, for impact through self-leadership, leadership. I believe that through that we learn about ourselves. It's this is inspirational for me, learning, becoming, growing through it, getting new perspectives, new ways how to get better at something. And if I can light up this in others, that's also inspiration. And people are so powerful. We are so powerful. And for me, I think through coaching, it shows that we can be more self-aware of this power. And then if you're self-aware and aware how we function, how we are, what we can be, what's the impact that we create, what's this power that I talk about in freedom, we can do so many great things. And often we think we do good things, but we are not aware what we're doing. So that would be something that it's always inspiring. What's there, how to uncover it, how to be compassionate and courageous enough to go there. And yeah, it never stops.
Beautiful. So, talking about leadership, from in your word, in one word, what do you think is the key of becoming a good leader? Because in this world, we really need good leaders, not only in terms of like country or the world, but in terms of like family or societies. Or so, what do you think? Like, what would be? I would like to know what leadership would means to you, and how would you define a leader, good leader?
Well, with one word, it's it's a different answer. But yeah, I would say being with people. That means also with yourself. There's where it starts. I would say leadership. It's about people, and it's about some change and the path towards that change. And going with that, being good leader for ourselves, for our life, for family, you being a mom, right, or a spouse, or leading a company, organization, or in the society. I would say it's openness and willingness to understand also your role as a leader. To be there, present. That means listen, observe, and then, okay, that's my contribution as a leader. Okay, I need to be as a leader this. So not knowing, answer before, not having it answer, this is my way, this is good leadership, this is how it's going to be. But really being with people who are willing to co-create with you, who are willing to achieve the goal with you.
Yes.
So I would put it in openness, willingness, if it's one word.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's really great. Now let's talk about networking. So this is something really, really interesting for me, because since I think after connecting with you, I am also close to organization Female Web of Change. So it's a very good new and emerging organization where women and people from all over the world are connecting, and it's so beautiful to see people sharing same views of making impact in the society in terms of education, or in terms of leadership. And networking is something I have learned in few years while I have been in coaching field. So what do you think about networking? How networking is beneficial? For me, for the first person I started networking in coaching is you. So you have had an impact on my career. And well, have you also have networking impacted in your life professionally or personally?
Yeah, I think it's networking about, again, people. and connecting with people and building relationships. And what is important by it is that it's mutual exchange, mutual support, holding the space, and then support, whatever that is, right? I might need something, and you can help me out. And like you mentioned, our example, I acknowledge you, how you came, right? You saw one of my posts, I think from the blog, right? And it said, can you help me out at the beginning of my journey as a coach? And I don't know in which way to go.
Yeah.
That's usually called, in a way, if it's in the same profession, as a mentor, right? Someone who was a bit before on the road, right? So maybe just to share a few experiences, but it's not that this is the way how to go about it, but just, okay, be careful about that, be sure about that, find that. And I think it's with networking, we can also call the support system people around us, social network. So it's in a way we're never alone, especially if you enter new market, new profession like you were, right? I was a few years before doing that, right? But it's always with people. We are never alone. Although it's our journey, at the beginning, there are some that are way experienced that we are. They can share all the journey, and people are willing, if you're open to ask, can you help me out that I don't do mistakes like you did when you didn't know? What would you advise me, right? How you would coach me through? So I've met so many amazing people along the way and all life, not just in coaching. I think it's important to do self-exploration, self-learning, self-becoming, so that we don't get too attached to some ways to one person or one thing. That's the hardest. I think we need to take responsibility for our own path. And we need to move on when we need to move on, but also open doors for those who are coming along us and after in us, right? So for me, I acknowledge you how you were self-initiative. And for me, it was in a way normal reaction, response. Yeah, let me share. I don't know how it will be for you.
Yeah.
If anything that I can share with you can help, that's beautiful. And now look at you. So yeah, that's it. So it's not networking just for the networking sake, but it's more to meet people, to
Yes.
meet the right people that can help you, to meet people who know things
Yes.
that you don't know, and also being willing to ask for help. That's the learning all over, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you think about importance of collaboration, not only in coaching, but in all creative fields or as an entrepreneur?
I believe in collaboration. I mean, I'm a strong individual. I love doing certain things on my own, but then I learned the most. I initiate many projects to learn with others, to co-create with others, because I think we just bring with 2 words, 3 words, I don't know, just from different environments, with different knowledge, different experiences, different gifts. And when this come together and we're open to do something together, I think it can be only amazing, right? If we can find it or create it. And personally or individually, you can learn just a certain extent and also create to a certain extent. That's just one word, right? One way of being. And being social beings like we are, I think that's so much more. So collaboration, but in a way also knowing where to collaborate. Collaboration is with certain goal. It's a certain intention, right? Either to create something, to achieve something, to make something happen, to learn. So I think it's that. And also there needs to be all included open to collaborate. So I think it's also to be clear with expectations from others, from collaboration, because I mean, often it can also be a conflict, right? Or we then run away when we don't know what do we do with it. So I think it's communication. Collaboration is also about communication and learning how to be mature, creative together, supportive together. So
Yes.
I think that's the way to be also for the leaders today in social setting it's not about one person.
Yes. And also, I would like to add, so the technology has been so advanced these days. Now we are in different part of the world, but still we can connect, we can share our work and collaborate. This is very interesting phase of the world. I feel like, because you are not limited to geographical reason. You can just connect to anyone in any part of the world and just collaborate and co-create. So it's so interesting. Yeah. And
Exactly, and I think also for coaches, right? I've during the COVID, I was inspired to collaborate with many coaches because I saw the opportunity that we can bring in together different approaches, different content, different ways how to address similar issues, challenges, right? So with
yes.
that, we could create added value for clients, for people that are open to learn, open to find their way. So yeah, I think it's just the right harmony way.
Yeah. So, um, is there any message to the world as a coach, or maybe your mission statement that you would like to mention here?
Uh, I believe that we are powerful and free, or that we have the right and responsibility to be that, whatever that means uniquely for each one of us and all together. And it's not just to be powerful, to be free, but it's to make the difference that you're here to be and do, whatever that is the learning path. We need to find it. No one can find it instead of us. People have ideas what
Mm-hmm.
we could be, how they can use our capabilities, our experiences, our knowledge, skills. But if we don't know what we want, if we don't know what's that we want to give, right, we might always question. So I say, in the world where you can be anything, feel the freedom to be powerful and free. But while you're making a difference, so it's never a done deal. It's always opportunity for learning to do it better
Yes.
and with others. So that would be one, and the other, that we're all connected. That we're here to learn how to be more compassionate towards each other.
Mm-hmm.
We think we know what the others go through, but we really don't know. The
Mm-hmm.
most that we can know is about ourselves and being open to hear the other or to support others, and then see how we can help. So that would be the second, in a way, more learning from my experiences. Be willing to help, maybe in different way that you would otherwise help. But yeah, being there for ourselves and for each other.
Yes. When you say that we are all connected, I feel the sense that you are a kind of spiritual person as well. So how is it like? Do you also feel the spiritual connection with people? And I also learned that you also work with your intuition also. So would you like to share something about this with us?
I am. I live this way. I believe this way. I don't hide it in a way. I also don't put it in a way that there's something special about me. Um, During working in the government or now as a coach, being in the business, and also internationally being interacting, it's could be often certain judgment along the way, not acceptance, fear. And I believe we just need to be courageous and compassionate enough to stay in and teach each other, right? Who we are, how we function, what we believe in, and how others can support us as well, and we support them. So I believe that spirituality in practice, this is how I like to live it, practices. And I also very much appreciate leaders, leadership teachers, in a way, thought leaders who in a way lead. And it's more leading than with example, right? Than as a guru preaching or something, you should do that. This is the way to be. You have to go through these steps. Um, and when you, I don't know, when you get it wrong, when you mess it up with good intentions or something, I think part of the spiritual being is also that you're a human being.
Mm-hmm.
You accept that you didn't know, that you don't know, and but you also know how to, in coaching we call it clean it up. That means stand up, apologize if that's the thing, or to make it right. and take responsibility for all of that. And I think here is the biggest learning, the biggest opportunity for us as a society to learn better ways. This is also why I opened Power for Change Institute a year ago, and collaborating with like-minded people, let's call it this way, to empower our society for the positive changes, because we're all afraid of changes. We all want to change just what we want to change, not those that are more challenging ones. So in a way, we are more open with it. If we can share when it's the hardest part, or that we are more alike, that's different. I think all these different choices that we make, and we have the right for them, right? To choose different religion, different beliefs, different ways of how we function, how we create in this life. I think we'll be less judgmental, but more appreciative, and doing the work that we need to do individually or in our community. So that would be, in a way, the spiritual power, how I live it, inspire others to be on it, but everything through the other roles, right? Through leadership, through inspiration, through coaching, consulting, through being in personal different roles, through relationships. So, and yeah, I get, you mentioned international networks, right? And women coming from all over the place, sharing similar experiences, learners, lessons. I was so impacted in last year by that. And I appreciate this learning through women from across the globe. I think we can get the essence of the society, essence of what we're capable of, but also fears that are embedded in us that we were taught to believe in. And then, be close enough together, work together through that, we make this difference that we all strive to make. So, that was my impact. And it's a lot of spirituality in it, I would say. Becoming human being for, I don't know, human revolution for it, for the future. And youth. I believe in youth, young people, those generations that are coming now on Earth. I believe that each generation brings what it needs for the evolution. And often we miss it. Often we don't know how to support that knowledge. Often it's in socializing, it's rooted in certain old ways. So here, I'm not a mom personally, and here it's always, in a way, a mission that I want to, be ambassador for that innocent, innovative, clear-hearted, powerful force that is coming through them, and that they have the place in the society. And when I was working in the government and in public policy issues, in a way, this is what we create. It's for the future. And often our decisions stay way longer than we wish they would stay, although they might be great for that moment, but are they really great for the next generation, for 3 generations to come along? And in today's world, changing so fast, right? And changing everything interconnectedly. So I think with this awareness, it brings the humbleness in us, the humanity in us. And also for me, I do a lot of volunteering work from the knowledge experience that I gained in my previous career. I can use now in volunteering, maybe less as a coach, consultant in professional life, making a living from it, but more as a citizen of this earth. And I don't know, this is my way, how I live it. And if I impact anyone to follow this or be inspired by, that's my message.
Yes, this is very profound, Tanya, that what you mentioned is we are doing for the future. Of course, yes, this is for future, what we are doing. We are prepared. We want to give this whole system of humanity, a beautiful humanity, to the next generation, so that we give the peaceful and very connected humanity. And at the end, since lot is going around the world, so we hope and pray for the world peace as well. From here together, we send a message of peace to the world.
Yeah, I would say that that's an action, right? Peace is really active word and an action. And I think we coaches, not just coaches, but everyone who's in education, in helping others, right, find their peace or being peace, creating peace. I think we have huge responsibility, also individually. I don't know, parents or for each other in relationships, in communities. And yeah, it's hard currently, really. I mean, I'm in Europe, right? And Ukraine is close. So in a way you can relate. And we had war in Slovenia, also in this Balkan region. And I get calls now from my friends all over the world, right, who seems they are far away, but they're aching. They say, look, we're connected and it's so close, right? And then people don't know what to do. What would be the best way to help? And like you said, we bring peace, we can pray for it. And we need to believe that that's really strong, right? That it's strong enough, that we're connected, and that's powerful energy. Mm-hmm. So I believe that. But then it doesn't mean that the war will stop because of that, right? So we need to be active for it. And there was one message the other day that I also share. I mean, I try to be discerning what I share, not to impose my opinions into others, but there was from Martin Luther King, and it's those who love peace need to organize themselves as efficiently as those who love wars. In a way, when there's war, we need to finish it as soon as possible with less casualties and less hurt and harm, but then strive for peace, create peaceful environments. And it's not just war, right? We are in conflict with each other. We are not open enough to learn new ways how to be together. So I think we can do a lot to support peace, to create peace, to be peace, to strive for it, but it's an action. So that would be, in these times, I think people have I believe in people's power. I really do, right? So if we find it in these times, and it's not just those who are in power, they have to do it, right? It's their job, responsibility, but also ours. For ourselves, for our lives, for those around us, we can do so much if we take this responsibility for peace, whatever we call it or what's behind it for us. So I stand for that. Okay, so yes. Thank you for this question. And also I appreciate you so much bringing peace with your podcast, right? And being blogger on bringing peace. And I remember you when you connected with me when COVID hit, right? I think we become so isolated, and now what, right? You said, I just wanted to be coached and now I have to be alone. And you did exactly right what you were urged to do from inside out. I need to connect. I need to ask someone what I can do, how I can go about it. I want to do it. I want to give people, right? I want to help. So you did it. You find your way. And then you created a podcast, a blog, right? You shared the messages on peace, where in a way it was war on some other areas in a world. And you were also in very new environment, different, where you're used to, right? So I admire that so much, right? People who are able to find peace in themselves and being willing to give, although they might be deprived of something that they would need to feel safe, good in some foreign environment. So that's huge. I want to thank you. You impacted me.
Thank you so much, Tanya. So it was really, really nice talking to you and recording a video with you. It's amazing because I wanted to start this 2 years before. And now finally I started talking to people and making impactful people and bringing this to our community. So this is very interesting and very amazing topic we talked about, and I am sure people will learn a lot from today's video. Thank you so much for your time, Tanya. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Barsha. All the best to you and everyone who follows you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.